All right, everybody. I am back with, for the first time in I think 7 years, a pipe. And what it is I got from Pipes and Cigars, which is what I always used to use to buy my tobacco. I just think they're one of the best sites. I got Sutliff Pumpkin Spice. Now, I know it's only mid-September, but for me, as soon as the calendar flips to September, I'm in full autumn mode. I think it's fair game. It's my favorite season, and this is one thing that really helps me get into it. So I figured I would just smoke on it a bit, talk, catch up, try to review it, although I will warn off the bat, my palate is not that developed. I'll try to pick things out and try to do a good review, but it's never, even when I used to smoke pipes a lot, it was never really my strong suit. Although I will try to develop it and get better, but I'll do my best. So just want to give that disclaimer first. One more disclaimer. I know it's a cardinal sin, but I'm using the Zippo right now just to keep it lit. I know it's probably the taste gets messed up and all that, but so seem to be a popular tobacco on pipes and cigars. Actually, I checked right now and it's back ordered now. It's got really good reviews. It's like 4.5 stars, I believe. It is an aromatic. I'm in my garage. It's actually nice to have a garage like this. If you remember my videos 7-8 years ago, I would be sitting in my car up in the cold winters in upstate New York trying to smoke a pipe in my little Mustang. It's a much improved situation. It's actually not a full garage. It's probably only about 5 feet wide maybe, but what they did, and it's actually something that I like. The previous owners, well, I don't know if it was the previous owners or the people who were doing construction on it before I bought it, but before my wife and I bought it. But they took the garage and fully finished it and made it this awesome room. We call it the entertainment room. Work in progress. Hopefully you'll see it soon if I do a house tour. I definitely get from this like a rich flavor, but I don't think it's necessarily pumpkin. I do get a bit of the spice, and I think maybe the spice may be the most prevalent part of this tobacco here. I got 1 ounce of it. It's good. It may need to dry out just a little bit more. It seems to be a bit moist, but it's definitely, I enjoy it. So far, it's really nice. It's one of those flavors where it doesn't necessarily have that, and I feel like this is the case for a lot of pumpkin spice things. It doesn't have that pumpkin flavor. You might find some cinnamon, some nutmeg if you dig into it, but it has that familiar flavor from years of having these pumpkin spice flavored things that just reminds you of autumn, if that makes sense. Enjoy it. I'd like to one thing that I don't think I've ever had it at all is Latakia and blends that use Latakia. So I definitely don't have a video of it. So I think that's one of the things that I should do in the near future is probably try that out, see how I like that, because my entire time pipe smoking, I've always just gone with these aromatic blends because they sound appealing, you know what I mean? I've got like vanilla cream and pumpkin spice and all these, you know, they try to name them after the actual flavors and aromas that they try to put into them. I think I do have one blend that I purchased on this haul from Pipes and Cigars that I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe it may have some Latakia, so I may have to try that. And it is I think it's one of their house blends, but it's called Trout Stream. And I saw the reviews on that and they were just through the roof. And I was like, you know what? I might as well try it. I mean, when you look at the ounce prices of these tobaccos, it's not expensive. And it's nice to get these tobaccos, just get an ounce, and then you could get quite a few and try them out. And then, you know, if you find one that you really like, you can obviously buy it in bulk, and you may find, you know, a new go-to favorite tobacco by doing that. I just got a box of a bunch of single ounce bags of different ones that had good reviews or that sounded appealing to me. I'm definitely getting that familiar kind of roasted burnt spices flavor and somewhat of the room note, although I know, you know, it's whenever you're smoking a pipe, it's hard to, I mean, it's not just hard, it's nearly impossible to pick up on the room note yourself because it's just enveloped your senses, so you'd have to have somebody else who walks into the room. But the reviews did say that this had a very pleasant room note as well. Happy to be back making videos again. I actually quite often look back at my older videos from 7-8 years ago and it's just nostalgic for me. It's good. I'm a very nostalgic person, and it's good memories for me to just look back at that time. And I think that part of what made that time nice for me was making these YouTube videos and connecting with people and just enjoying myself and sharing my hobby. And you know, if I wasn't making a video right now, I would just be sitting out here in the garage just puffing a pipe silently on my own, which is nice and relaxing, but I like this. It's just, it adds a new dimension, you know what I mean? Since the last time I made pipe videos, the YouTube pipe community certainly has changed quite a bit. And I would be remiss if I didn't say rest in peace to Matches 860. You know, he was one of my favorite channels, and I just hope he and his family are at peace. And it came as a shock. I mean, I know for everyone it came as just like a shock, you know. So rest in peace to him. And as far as other channels that I used to watch, I still see some people around. I still see some familiar faces, which is nice. I kind of not just fell out of making videos, but also watching videos within that community for a little while. When I was living in Jersey City, you know, it's a moderately sized city. So the problem with it was that you don't want to just sit out on the stoop of your apartment building and smoke a pipe, like right in the middle of this busy streets, all these people walking by up and down the stairs, and it's just not the same, in my opinion. You want to have somewhere where you can relax and just enjoy yourself and think, enjoy the pipe. And I think that's one thing that's nice about this garage is it's really nice place. And I mean, I could hook in, and I will hook in a space heater, you know, when it gets colder out. It's been pretty cold already, actually. It's been in the 60s during the days, and actually a couple times it's gotten down into the 40s at night already. Today's a good temperature outside. I believe it's low 70s. So I don't need any of that today. But it's a perfect temperature in here with nothing today at this temperature. I was thinking about uploading this tomorrow. This is actually, you can probably tell by my shirt, the same day that I've recorded my September 2020 channel update. I'm honestly thinking about just putting it up today. 2 video in 1 day type deal, and just see what happens. But yeah, nice tobacco. It's relaxing. Good flavor. It's fresh. Like I said, maybe I get a little bit of pumpkin, but I would say the majority is probably just those intangible pumpkin spices that you get in those pumpkin spice flavored things. But regardless, because you've had them so much, they remind you of autumn anyway, you know? So yeah, happy to be back. Happy to be reviewing pipe tobaccos and just enjoying and doing whatever else I'm gonna do, and hiking, and I'm sure all that, and just talking and making videos again. So I want to thank you for tuning into this one. Hopefully you'll join me for another pipe soon. And in the meantime, take care.